December, because remember, John started the season with 3,000 tons. And at that time, he was thinking this winter was getting crazy. Took 500 tons to get us through that end of the budget. And we started the new budget January 1st. We took another 1,500 tons. And again, we're getting that salt in, and still, we don't want to be coming out of the barn and store it outside. And you want to be able to load it inside. You want to have it right at the front door. And we took our reserve for this year in January. In 2007, we've used 5,100 tons of salt. 2001, we've used before. We've used 9,560 gallons of magnesium chloride to those streets. So far to date, in 2008, we used 1,500 tons of salt, 4,500 gallons of net chloride, and 80 tons of treated sand to our road. And we've had 76 inches of snow cover this area. That's double what we normally run. So in order to preserve our salt supplies, beginning in February, I had crews salt the intersections in subdivisions, and they do the entire road. Snow plowing and snow removal operations will continue as they have in the past. I think what's key for people to remember is that what really makes snow removal work, you can throw a lot of salt down all over the place, but the mechanical operation of getting snow off the street is the most important thing. Making those routes as beautiful as we can. And we did that, and I think this last snow was probably the biggest push we've had. I had people calling me saying, you haven't plowed my street yet. But you got to remember, a big snow where you're getting a couple inches an hour, a route, it might be as long as 4 hours. So you could get 8 inches while he's, the truck driver going through his route, catching it up again. So it might look like they haven't been there, but the snow's coming down quick. But nonetheless, our works does a good job of staying after it, and we don't let the snow anymore than possibly pack down on the roads beyond what the plow comes move off the roads, so that you can stay ahead of it. I'm not taking shots at the city because they have a different agenda on how they plow the roads. If you go down the side road of the city, that gets packed down. It starts to melt a little bit, it freezes up, it turns to ice, and then you can't do anything. But it's all on. And we've had treated sand substitute for salt and plow routes that I've indicated before. So we're going to be able to make it through this year. We're going to do an early delivery of on state contracts. So this winter's been good enough. We've already shot through our 2008 budget that we would be using for November, December. You can see what we've exceeded in. We got 500 tons at 33.89 a ton, 600 tons treated sand, 49.20, 2,000 tons that we would have used this fall. We're estimating that might be 45 ton. I think there's going to be some profit taking in the solid industry. Everybody's going to be bidding for it, and we'll use another 4,500 gallons of magnesium chloride. So our de-icing, we're estimating that we're going to be looking at $143,000. And that's what we got to do. My recommendation is we're going to plow and salt and do de-icing. Just finish out this year, but we have to. We're going to do it in November, December, we have to do it. This is a basic reason why the village has always done this. We want to make sure that emergency equipment can get down the side street, it's important as a side street, than this main artery. So we go after all that. We have money, more than enough money in reserves to cover it. We're still, Kathy and I, John, we're looking at other accounts that we can work around. Some of the things that we would do normally in the winter when we don't have this much snow, we haven't spent money on that either. So we have some savings in some of our areas too. There's a push and pull. We're going to be able to get through it. It's, we're in the season a little bit differently than we normally do. We're going to be able to get through it, make sure all the roads are clear. I was happy with this last storm given the depth of it because it was a lot of snow. And at the end of the day, after they come through, the next day you can see that everything's off, cleared up. So that's where we stand on salt. It's been a tough winter on the equipment. John's crew's done a good job of keeping everything working. We took delivery of a new truck just in time. And he's up on our roll trucks and we'll be ready to go on. The new one was approved in the budget that you adopted this year. We'll have delivery of that one prior to the next snow season. So we'll be ready for that. So that's where we are on winter operations. And again, I can't say enough for what Public Works has done. The utility guys have helped out. John, the utility superintendent, those people have been on the trucks and the grades. We had all of our snowplows out, all pickup trucks that have blades, front end loaders, road grader, everything going on. our engineer for the plowing. The other things we didn't have any interruptions in the snow removal service or any of these storms. We don't call it off for garbage pickup because that's what we call the roads. It's for vehicles to get on the road and do their job. If there's any questions, glad to answer. And John's here too.
Just to follow up on Mike, again, great job by you, Highway Department, but a number of us received an email from a citizen. I don't know if you talked about this prior or not. He was backing out of his driveway during this big snowstorm. He got stuck. And just as he's calling a couple friends to come and help him, here comes the village snowplow. He figures, I'm in trouble. The plow stopped. The driver got out, grabbed the shovel, and helped the guy remove his vehicle, and then went on his way. I don't know if the citizen got the name of the driver of that plow or not. John, I know you know about this. I mean, that's just the kind of things that make a village, a nice place. And when I read that, I got goosebumps. I said, here these guys are up for 18 hours a day plowing roads, and he gets out of the truck and shovels the guy that's stuck to help him out. Can't say enough about that kind of service.
Mike, some of the state itself is actually draining supplies out of Iowa, Minnesota. They think they've cleaned every reservoir in Mississippi. I know some of the communities down here had the choice to get out of Louisville. What was the price of salt out of Louisville?
Was that 200? 200 a ton, which is actually more than 30.89. I mean, the real key thing is here is to, get it. You can. Over the years, we've got 8 years, it's still hot salt and stored it. I know when we first built the salt barn 50 years ago, we had 7,000 tons. We're going to fill that out, and it's still big enough, but maybe a day one another.
The other advantage is the fact that we do have a salt shed. Probably the wisest decision that we've ever made in our life was to build that. So we look at some of the other communities that have to purchase it from the county, which means their trucks have to travel from municipalities out to 45 and 50, wait in line to be loaded, pay that extra price for the salt, and then go back to the communities to work. So you have a lot of downtime. You're paying these folks to do this, putting extra miles on your road or on your vehicles, and you're not really getting the work done in your communities. So when we think back to the way we used to do it, how we do it now, this is our moves. Steve?
I got a question for Mike. Not the first time really I've learned about this is the fact that the state regulates how much salt we can buy.
Well, no, they regulate it if we want to buy it under contract. We can buy however much we want. The regulation they put on goes, whatever you say you're going to buy, you have to buy. And in the reserve amount, you have to buy that. You can't put anywhere than 25% of your total reserve. It used to be, give a number, and they would pick it up and they would hold it. It's all down to Jones Island. And but at one point, they were moving on the wall. So they said, okay, you guys, we want more of this to come in.
Can we possess salt?
No, we never sold salt.
No.
Okay. Any further questions? Move on to item 8, new business. First item being item 8. And it received the planning commission recommendation to consider resolution 08-06. This is to approve the certified survey map, final condominium plan, development agreement, related documents for the request of joint Headland and those enterprises, and is the agent to BFU2 LLC, the owners of the properties generally located at the southeast corner of 91st Street, 22nd Avenue. This is for the 4 to 7 units, buildings to be known as Springbrook Place condominiums.
I would ask that item B be taken up at the same time as I'll be making one presentation.
Okay. Agreement for item B. Item B is to receive the planning commission recommendation to consider zoning map and zoning text amendment to be ordinance number 07-07 and 08-08. And this is further request to have those enterprises, and this is the owners of the properties generally located at the southeast corner, 91st, 22nd Avenue. This is rezone the properties from R11 multifamily residential district from the urban landholding overlay district to R11 multifamily residential district in planned unit development district, and a zoning text amendment to create specific PUD requirements for the Springbrook Place condominium development.
Mr. President, members of the board, the first item on the agenda is resolution 08-06.